But first, we
Yeah.
have to talk about some very sad news. Sika Anoa'i, one half of the Wild Samoans tag team, and of course the father of Roman Reigns, has passed away at the age of 79. Um, yeah, no, we talked about it at training on Tuesday. Parisi, obviously a member of this amazing family and dynasty, was just talking about it, and yeah, man, this I know Alpha Senior was very ill and very sick, so this one kind of came out of nowhere. Um, man, man, before I kind of get into it, I'll read the statement that Roman Reigns he posted. He tweeted out. There it is. My family and I thank everyone for the outpouring of support in the name of my father, Leti Sika Anoa'i, who will forever be remembered as one half of the Wild Samoans tag team. My father had a profound impact on my entire family, and we are forever grateful for the foundation he built for us. There's no way to fill the void left by his passing, but my sisters and I will do the best to represent him and his legacy. Rest in power, Dad. We love you. Yes. I mean, see, Alpha. I mean, Sika and Alpha, their style of training, what they adapted to, what they learned on the road, they built that style of training, and I mean, look at it, look at what it's done. I mean, Tonga Kid, Yokozuna, Umaga, Rosie, Rikishi, Samu, Black Pearl, and then it goes down to Roman and the Usos and Solo and Lance Anoa'i and Journey and Parisi and obviously Jake and what he just did, and the stuff that they've taught Juicy, and then it trickles down to what we're being taught down at Oasis. I mean, this is over 50 years worth of knowledge that's been passed down from generation to generation. The stuff that they teach down at Knox Pro and the stuff that Alpha Junior was teaching at his school on the East Coast and the stuff that we're learning at Oasis. I mean, it's a never-ending pot of knowledge. It truly is. Sika had a saying that they would tell me to say, "Let the steel straighten you out." And then, of course, they had those fame drills like the Samoan bump drill, but you got to chop your feet when they yell bump, bump, and get back up and get right back to it. I mean, a true trailblazer in the a Spartan of our sport and a Titan of our industry, Mr. Anawai. Thank you for crafting this style of training because it's been passed down to me and we're benefiting from it, and just a generation far removed from the days of when they were on the road is benefiting from this knowledge and these teachings, and I'm forever grateful. Thank you, sir. Um, do you guys have any thoughts about the passing of Sika Anoa'i, Marley?
Besides it being very sad, I would say it's nice to see that he got to witness Roman have his moments, like his big moments in his later years of life, especially, I believe it was Hell in a Cell, where he pretty much gifted Roman with the traditional, I'm not sure what it's called. I don't want to mess it
The
up.
lay, the
The
ulafala.
lei. Yes. Yes. I thought that was a very heartwarming moment, but just losing a parent is terrible overall. But I'm unfortunately not too familiar with Sika, but thoughts and prayers are with the family.
Brandon.
Yeah, really sad, kind of came a little bit out of nowhere, even though, he did live to 79. So, pretty lengthy life. But, often Sika Wild Samoans, their gimmick was definitely a trope of their time, being the Wild Savages, but there was a lot of stereotypical heels out there during that era, and you know, they wrestled for quite a long time, through the late 70s and through the 80s, and they had a very successful run. And like you said, Philip, he not only in-ring wise was very successful, but I think maybe his training and obviously the family that he has is probably the legacy that he leaves behind the biggest impact into the business.
Absolutely. I remember when I used to live in Pensacola, I'd go to the dentist and there'd be a picture of Alpha and Sika in the dentist office. Obviously, they have ties down there in Pensacola, so um, yeah, I think that's how I first got privy to the Wild Samoans. I was like 14 or 15 years old. I saw that. I asked the dentist like, "Who are they?" And then YouTube, and you go and you discover stuff, and that's probably kind of I think how I kind of got my love for like that older style of wrestling. Yeah, it's very sad. R.I.P. to Sika Anoa'i, and I'm just glad he got to see Roman have that run.
Yeah.
That's awesome to know that he got to witness that.